Okay, coming at you with a to the shelf video recently in the mail, courtesy of Cheap Graphic Novels. I received this Uncanny X-Men Omnibus Volume 2 here. Written, of course, by Chris Claremont and drawn by David Cockrum and John Byrne. Just the standard all black. Our story here is collecting X-Men 132 to 141, annuals 4 and 5, the Uncanny X-Men 142 to 153, because between 141 and 142, a change in this title was from X-Men to the Uncanny X-Men. Avengers Annual 10, Marvel Fanfares 1 through 4, Marvel Treasury Edition 1974, 26 through 27, Marvel Team Up 100, Bizarre Adventures 27, and Phoenix, The Untold Story. Yeah, so Uncanny X-Men Volume 1 and Volume 2, the two volumes in between 1 and 2 split up in the middle of the arc of the Dark Phoenix saga, which a lot of people don't really totally get why. Maybe just cut off one before the start of the saga, or just finish the whole saga with one, but either way, I mean, it is still collected over, I believe Uncanny has 3 volumes of Omnibus, but this is collected, and I believe this also collects X-Men Days of Future Past arc in this story, and I love them. The volume 1 of this Omnibus, I don't remember what made me buy it. I think maybe just the intrigue of the X-Men lore, because I feel like that is such a huge, almost subdivision of Marvel Comics is mutants, X-Men. It's a huge, expansive world that I didn't know much about, but I really want to get into, and I think a reprinting of Volume 1 had just dropped. I decided to get it. I was like, yeah, I'll read it, see what it's about, and I freaking loved it. It's a 70s story, and I loved it. I'm not the biggest on the Golden Age stories, but I love Volume 1. I was like, definitely getting Volume 2. Sure, I'm going to love this one. I've heard some people say Volume 3 is their favorite of the 3, so that's great. I'm really excited, and now I'm loving the X-Men stuff going on that Jonathan Hickman is rocking, so I really do enjoy the X-Men now. But yeah, let me stretch this out real quick, and I can show you guys some of this art. John Byrne, David Cockrum artwork. It is just great stuff. Let's see, this is the cover of Uncanny 34. But the story is great. Chris Claremont does an amazing job. The art is amazing. Well, I wonder what else Claremont has gotten onto, because his X-Men stuff was amazing. I mean, the X-Men was the #1 most selling book at the time when they were coming out, if I'm not mistaken. So where did Claremont go after this? Because I don't know if this is stories that took place after this. But I mean, even this art is outstanding. That John Byrne stuff is great. Now, not to say that I would put it up against stuff going on today, Brian Stegman kind of level, but for the time period, it's great. I really it just captures things how they were not being captured in this time. Reminds me a lot of the Amazing Spider-Man work in the early runs, I'm going to say by John Romita Jr., which I just love that suit. I believe it was John Romita Jr. that illustrates Spider-Man in such a way that I loved the earlier work, and there was a gap where I didn't like it as much until obviously Todd McFarlane comes on, but that earlier John Romita Jr. type art is like so reminiscent of this John Byrne Uncanny X-Men stuff. So it's great. I can't really wait to read it. Oh, and here we got some Fantastic Four. I mean, that just looks great. That really does look good. Currently reading Fantastic Four Omnibus Volume 1 and 1, so seeing them written here like this compared to what I'm reading on the day-to-day, it's different, and I really enjoy this stuff. But yeah, I'm very excited. I have a list in my head of all these different Omnis that I am to read kind of in chronological order, hopefully to get them through and get caught up, to focus more on more current trades and stuff like that. But I am excited to get through this, very much so. Looking forward to it. Probably won't read this until at least to get volume 3, so I can just knock those two out back to back. And wow, yeah, here's some just sketches in the back, no color. Maybe this is just sketches in the back, or maybe this is a story in black and white. Who knows? It kind of looks like they put it together as a story. I mean, there's words and dialogue and everything there. It seems to be a Nightcrawler-centric story. Yeah, it was just a story, because after that, even we have more colored pages. I mean, this is just great older stuff. This Uncanny X-Men stuff is quite readable, given that it was even written so long ago in the 70s. It's golden age, but it's very readable, very good stuff. I do recommend, if you are able to get spend the money, because the Omnibus is expensive, and if you really maybe care for the X-Men, want to go back and can read some of that older stuff, Uncanny X-Men Omnis are very good stuff. But yeah, I think that's it for the video. This To the Shelf has come to an end. Uncanny X-Men Volume 2 with this great cover. Yeah. All right, guys. Have a good one.